Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Aztecs will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Georgia Southern's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. He'll run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers not intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick, bringing it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their conference.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Back to throw. It's Larson. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knocking through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Steps away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive one.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well, nobody's got him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Larson. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Handoff to the lone back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Aztecs will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance him.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Rides the back on the option, the give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Lining up to convert 3rd down. With jet sweep pass. Headed to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
Slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to throw. It's Larson. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Aztecs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
All kinds of room to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, San Diego State. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Firing to the right, complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Handoff from the shotgun. Turns it on at midfield. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turning it on! And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Aztecs will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Larson. Fires complete on the crosser. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab on the left.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Snagged out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Aztecs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. The running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Off play action. Now rolling to the left. Zips it out to his man. They've got the 1st down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Aztecs will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Georgia Southern will have it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. At the 35, he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their heads. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
22 water. 22 water.
They'll run it from the gun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Larson. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Leaves it with the back. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Gets it out quickly. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they rolled the dice. Snake eyes. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Larson. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Touchdown, Aztecs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver.
Oh, they block it. Now he can return this. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Gets the first himself. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Pocket breaking down. Open space at the 25. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Georgia Southern in a hurry. The play action fake. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Looking downfield, it's Larson. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Quickly to the tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
The Aztecs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Aztecs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Larson. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Diego State. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They want that clock to run. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Motion from the back. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball is at the 35, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and... breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. QB got it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one out of reach. Snap in the shotgun. Using his feet to buy time. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Larson. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Turning it on! And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. Dances away to buy time. Lets it fly. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Aztecs headed quickly to the line. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Bringing the heat. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready.